This is the Charioteer of Delphi, or the Delphi Charioteer as it is described as being here. And as you can see, the Charioteer is a lot more ornate and decorated near the top compared to what it's like at the bottom. And this is because the Charioteer of Delphi, as you would expect, was actually depicted holding the reins of many horses and being in a chariot. This means that the bottom half of the statue would not have been visible behind the horses, and so as you can see, the sculpture placed more emphasis on making the top of the statue look better than the bottom, because no one would really see the bottom. So although it's a good statue, it would look much better with the horses as it originally should have been. This is the Zeus or Poseidon of Artemisium. Because we do not know who this statue is actually depicting, the statue could have actually been throwing anything, because you can see here that they obviously would be throwing something in that direction. But we cannot know what it is unless we know who this is. Because we don't, we have to assume that if it's Zeus, he will be throwing a lightning bolt, that it's Poseidon, a trident of some sort, because Zeus was king of the gods and Poseidon was king of the sea.
This is our friend Phrodonus. We are here to tell you the story of why he no longer has any arms. Phrodonus is the local blacksmith, which you can tell by his hammer right here. He wanted to send his daughter to college but couldn't afford it, so he sold some of the swords he'd made to the opposition, the Greeks. The Trojans, quite obviously, weren't happy about this, so they cut his arms off.
I'm going to sell this to the Greeks. I can now afford to send my daughter to college.
I am a Greek. Thank you, Phrodonus, for your weapons. I am a Trojan. I cut your arm off.
I have no arm.
But the sad thing about this story is that he's looking up at the Trojan man who just cut his arms off and saying, "Why are you trying to steal my hat?"
No, but all I have is my hat left.
A pointy hat, and due to the fact he has a hammer, it is rumoured that he is an elf, which you can also be supported by the fact it's a festive season. So that is the sad story for Phrodonus.
This is Unicornius. Unicornius went to unicorn training school in Athens. However, when it became time for his unicorn exams, he got a U in classical civilization. Poor Unicornius was absolutely distraught, and he decided that he didn't want to be a unicorn anymore. And this is what this sad statue depicts. Poor Unicornius pulling off his horn. So he is a unicorn no more.
This is Phrodorus, and the sad story of how he died. Phrodorus was a good diver, but in this story, the aquatic animals took the worst. Here you can see one of the jellyfish has decided to pin him down to the bottom of the sea. He is trying to kill it with his sword, but can't, because an octopus has also pinned him down. But he is slithering down underneath and has stabbed him from underneath, and now he's been killed dead. What a shame.
This is Rejectonimus. Rejectonimus proposed to his girlfriend of 10 years with the most expensive engagement ring known to mankind. However, when his girlfriend turned him down, he threw the ring on the floor. It went through a drain. So, Rejectonimus, after having spent all of his savings on that one ring, He's completely moneyless, has no girlfriend, and basically he's decided that the only way he can live his life
is if he kills himself. So, as you can see here, he has already tried to hang himself. But, as you can see here, it broke. So now, having got his sword, he has decided that he will stab himself through the heart, just like his ex-girlfriend did. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the sad story of Rejectonimus.
This is a story of Hermemimus. As you can probably tell, his twin brother was Hermes, and he was trying to be a messenger like his brother, so he could make his mother proud. One day, he decided to take a message from one of the gods to Zeus. One of the other gods didn't want the message to get to Zeus, because it would be found out that he had divinely intervened and got one of his priests killed. So, the god, Achilles, cut off his wings whilst he was flying, and he fell into molten lava, and a couple of seconds later it hardened and turned into bronze. So, if you look up at the face, you can see how lifelike it looks, because in fact Hermemimus is still alive inside that bronze case.
I know what you are. Are you afraid? No. You should be. Say it. Say it out loud. Kuros.
Good afternoon.
Go.
This is Podarus.